Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Jets. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff
that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Jets. Ball club. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Leading them out is their 6'3" quarterback, the third overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted.
Watch Mike. Tackles. Watch twist.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And to give this time to the tailback. And right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Johnson now on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's May. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only give up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Darnold. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. The starters defensively now for the Falcons. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first run of this game.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Johnson on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. These two teams all tied after 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Johnson steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense. But when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And New York set to take the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Darnold completes it, and he's going to get this inside the 30. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. A first down throw, Darnold. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 1-yard touchdown reception. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Here's Johnson to throw on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now Johnson from the gun, he'll throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the 1st half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Darnold now 9 of 11 passing in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 26. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a
guard positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Johnson. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Johnson. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Johnson now off the play fake. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've hit halftime. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off.
And he loses the football a second time.
That's it, baby. Watch Mike. Waiting.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers to get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw is Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
23 yards on the play. Johnson throwing on first down. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
They go play action here on first down. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. Darnold now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Here's Darnold. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Darnold to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the air again, Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now Darnold on 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity. Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Right back to him on 1st down. He's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left for being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's May. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Falcons on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Johnson. Play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now Johnson throwing on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try to finish it ourselves.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Right 52. Here we go.
Darnold from the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw over the middle taken in. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Darnold now to throw. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Darnold. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Johnson. Wide open receiver, complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Johnson dancing to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 35. Looking to throw. Johnson, flush to his right. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.